If you're watching this, I want you to know something right now. You do not need a following to make money on Whatnot. You don't need to be TikTok famous. You don't even need to show your face. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what Whatnot is, why it's one of the biggest income opportunities right now in 2026, and how to get started to make real sales from day one, even if no one knows who you are yet. My name is Danny Hasbani. I've done over $1.5 million in sales on Whatnot TikTok Shop in the past year without dropshipping or Amazon FBA. It's called live selling, and most people have never even heard of it. I run a dedicated warehouse with a full team of streamers and shippers moving product in and out every single day. I'm not here to sell you a dream. I'm here to show you a system that already works. Let's get right into it. Most people hear about Whatnot and immediately think, I could never do that. I don't have followers. I don't have an audience. And that right there is the first mistake. Whatnot is not Instagram. It is not YouTube. The algorithm does not care how many followers you have when you first start. It cares about your first show. When you go live, Whatnot actively pushes your stream who are already browsing the app, already looking to spend money, and already in a buying mindset. This doesn't happen on any other platform. Think about the difference. On Instagram, you post something, 0 followers means 0 people see it. On Whatnot, if you go live with 0 followers, real buyers can still find your way into your show within minutes. The platform is designed to surface live content to active users. That's the entire model. I've watched beginners inside my program very first time with no audience built up yet and still make sales in that first show. Not because they were lucky, because the platform was doing exactly what it is built to do. The real problem isn't your follower count. The real problem that most people don't understand is how the platform actually works. And so they never start. The second problem, so they try to solve the follower problem by doing what everyone else does. They copy the same show formats, they sell the same products, and they run their stream exactly like every other seller they've watched. And then they wonder why nothing sticks. Here's the truth. Copying is a losing strategy on Whatnot. I don't care how polished someone else's stream looks. If you're running a show that has no identity, no energy, nothing that makes a viewer say, oh, I want to stay in here, you're going to bleed viewers every single time you go live. Live selling is part of e-commerce, part of entertainment. Buyers on Whatnot are not just shopping. They're watching. They're choosing who to hang out with, like they're watching a show on Netflix. If your shows feel like a checkout line, they're leaving. If your show feels like something happening, energy, personality, a reason to stick around, they will stay. And the longer they stay, the more they buy. The sellers who fail on Whatnot are the ones who think the job is to just put items up and wait for bids. The sellers who win are the ones who understand that the show itself is a product. You don't have to be the loudest person in the room. You don't have to perform, but you do have to have an edge, something that's yours. And most people never take the time to find that out before they go live. Here's the part nobody talks about. The single biggest reason most new sellers quit Whatnot before they ever see real results. It isn't the platform, it isn't the products, and it isn't the follower count. It is timing. Timing is huge. They go live 2 or 3 times, they don't see numbers they expected, and they stop. What they don't realize is that Whatnot rewards consistency at a very specific level. The platform's algorithm is watching your account. How often do you stream for? How long do you stay live? How buyers engage with your shows? All of it feeds into how widely Whatnot distributes your new viewers. When you quit after 3 shows, you're stopping right before the machine starts moving. The sellers who build $10, $20, $50,000 a month businesses on Whatnot aren't the ones with the best products or the best starting audiences. They're the ones who showed up consistently long enough for the platform to start doing the heavy lifting for them. But then there's another layer to this, and this is where most self-taught sellers get stuck. Without the right inventory, you can stream every day and you will not make real money. I've seen sellers go live constantly and max out a few $100s a show because they're sourcing wrong, pricing wrong, or selling into the wrong category for their audience. Their stream is there, the effort is there, the system isn't. That's what changes everything. Real quick, if you're hearing this right now and it's making you think about turning this into a serious income stream, not just a few extra bucks, but a $50,000 per month plus business, click the link down below. That's what we build inside the live selling blueprint, and I'll show you exactly how we did it. Link is right there. Now is the time. But let's keep going. So what does it actually look like to start the right way? Step 1, before you go live and you feel ready, I say this to every single person I work with. Your first show does not need to be perfect. It doesn't need to be polished. It doesn't need to be long. Some of the most important breakthroughs of my students came from a first show that was just 20 minutes, a handful of products, and 0 preparation beyond just pressing go. The goal of your first stream isn't to make $1,000. The goal of your first stream is to understand what it actually feels like to sell live, how the auctions work, how the viewers behave, how to keep your energy up, how to handle moments of silence when no one in the chat is talking. You can't learn any of this by watching. You learn it by doing. And here's something that relieves a lot of people. Whatnot doesn't save recordings of your shows. Nobody is going back to watch your first stream. The person you were most worried about seeing you stumble through your first auction, they're never going to see it. So the pressure you've built up in your head, let it go. Just go live. Step 2, your setup does not need to be expensive. I have a full warehouse operation now, but when I first started, it was simple. A decent camera, good lighting, products organized so that they're easy to grab during the show when you're showing them. Don't let equipment become an excuse to delay. A ring light and a phone camera can build a real business. I've seen it happen. Step 3, your products are your foundation. This is where I see the biggest gap between sellers who make money and sellers who grind without results. Profitable live selling starts before the stream. It starts knowing what to buy, how much to pay for it, and what category of buyer you're going after on the platform. When you have the right inventory, selling live isn't hard. The products do the work for you. Inside the live selling blueprint, we start from zero and build a real business. It happens with an intro call. Every person that comes into the program starts there because everyone's situation is different. Some people have inventory ready. Some people have sold online before. Some people start completely from scratch when working a full-time job. We figure out where you are, what your goals are, and which platform makes the most sense for you to start on. From there, we walk you through the account setup, step by step, not a generic guide. Specific walkthrough of how to set up your seller profile in a way that's structured correctly so you don't run into the problems when you try to get approved. Then comes the approval phase. How your application is put together matters more than most people think. We guide our students through that process, and because of the relationships we've built directly with these platforms at both Whatnot and TikTok Shop, our students often get access to things that most sellers never see. Account boosts, exclusive campaigns, faster support when something comes up. That's not something you get from a YouTube video. Once you're approved, we move into the inventory stage. We show you exactly where we source, how to identify products with real margin, how to test categories before going all in, and how to price correctly for live auctions versus fixed listings. For most beginners, we also help directly, so you're not stuck waiting to figure out sourcing before you can go live. Then we build your stream setup based on your actual goals, not an expensive studio. From there, we prepare your first show together. What products you're selling, how the stream is structured, and how to interact with the viewers. What is a good live show actually like in practice? We show you recordings from our own streamers so you know exactly what you're aiming for. And then you go live. After that stream, the real learning starts. You go again and again and again. In each show, things start to click just a little more. You start building your own rhythm, your own style, your own repeat buyers. Consistency builds momentum. Momentum triggers the algorithm. The algorithm starts putting your show in front of more buyers. That's when the numbers start moving. The realistic timeline we see most students follow looks like this. Week 1, intro call, platform direction, account setup. Week 2, approval, inventory planning, platform support, activation. Week 3, stream setup, first show prep, first live. Week 4, consistent schedule, locked in, refining and scaling. Within a month, most of our students have gone from zero experience to a live selling business that's already generating revenue and building real momentum. This is not a theory. It's the same system that I've built for my own business. The one that's done over $1.5 million in sales in just the past year. Live selling is still early. I know that sounds like something everyone says, but I'm here to tell you from the inside of the industry, the window is open right now in a way it won't forever. The platforms are still rewarding new sellers who show up consistently. The organic reach is still real. The buyers are already there. The only thing standing between you and getting in on this opportunity is actually starting. Not the perfect setup, not waiting until you have more time, not figuring out every single detail before you go live, just starting. If you're serious about building a live selling business, something that could realistically hit 50,000 plus a month, I want to help you do it the right way. Click the link down below, learn more about Whatnot, TikTok, live selling, and how to become part of the biggest e-com opportunity of 2026. The link is right there. I'll see you on the other side. Thank you for watching.